Under Charlotte's lights, the rigs line up hot. American sim racer, bringing all they got. Maximum velocity, rolling like a storm. Truck beds barking fury, motors getting torn. Hear that engine snarl, feel that pressure rise. 2 leagues on the edge, burning through the skies. MotorMouth Invitational, yeah, yeah. MotorMouth Invitational, blow the doors clean off. MotorMouth Invitational, under Charlotte glow. American sim racer, maximum velocity go. MotorMouth broadcasting, calling every turn. Rubber on the asphalt, let the sparks burn. Horsepower turn to 110, laughing in the night. NASCAR trucks are thundering, locked in for the fight. Wheel to wheel, it's cruel, no room to slow. One clean lane, one chance, and nowhere left to go. MotorMouth Invitational, yeah, yeah. MotorMouth Invitational, blow the doors clean off. MotorMouth Invitational, under Charlotte glow. American sim racer, maximum velocity go. Scream now, harmonica, cut through the smoke. Lead guitar crying, every tire spoke. League versus league showdown, steel and skill collide. When the green flag falls, ain't no place to hide. MotorMouth Invitational, yeah, yeah. MotorMouth Invitational, blow the doors clean off. MotorMouth Invitational, under Charlotte glow. American sim racer, maximum velocity go.
American Sim Racing versus Maximum Velocity Racing. Sounds like a title fight. We're going to see what happens here tonight. MotorMouth Broadcasting Invitational. And what better place to do it than Charlotte Motor Speedway, Lowe's Motor Speedway for some of the old school viewers. But right here in North Kakalaki, it's going to be a good one. You're going to see it all live here on MotorMouth Broadcasting. Good evening, folks. I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves. My good buddy, the boss man of MotorMouth Broadcasting, Mr. Big Jim Cunningham alongside, and obviously the lovely Old Man on production here this evening. Well, Jim, baby, it's 15 on 15 right here. We saw it right there with the flyer. Two of the best right here going to slug it out. And a little bit of bragging rights between two race leagues, race organizations. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top, buddy. Always a pleasure calling races with you, buddy. Jim, good evening.
Hey, man, good to be here with you as always. Kind of a special event for us. Both of these leagues are broadcast here on MotorMouth, and one of the leagues approached me. To be honest, I'm not sure which one it was. Now, I think it was American Sim Racer approached me about finding another league to do a league versus league thing, and both of these are great leagues, and so we put this together. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's just for a little bragging rights, but there's a little money on the line too. All the drivers put up I think $10 a piece, and it's going to have like a $100 payout for first, all the way through like fifth place, and then we're gonna do some giveaways here from our wonderful channel sponsors like Digital Race Engineer. We're going to give away a 1-year subscription tonight to Digital Race Engineer, and we're also going to give away a driving lesson, one-on-one driving lesson with YouTube sensation and very well known among these stock car YouTube guys, Justin Yee, DJ Yee's channel here on YouTube, and he's a whiz at most of his content is either about saving tires and getting the most out of your long runs and things like that, but then he also does a lot of cool stuff like just about history of sim racing and different events, things that happened along the way, controversies, whatnot. He has some really cool content. If you don't know who he is, check him out, DJ Yee, but Justin Yee, good guy. So, man, I'm excited to be here tonight. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Jim, it's going to be a good one, to be honest with you. And you mentioned it right there with DJ Yee. I've learned a little bit from him. A little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Not a whole lot. Well, I'm not saying anything bad about the guy. He does some great stuff. But it's just my dumbass. Sometimes I just can't drive. So that's on me. That's not on the product that you're gonna get. So maybe he can teach you a little bit better than I got taught, because apparently I suck. But that's beside the point. But so many of these drivers that you're going to see out here on this track. Guys names like Dakota Floyd, Logan Gill, Rob Haynes, Nathan Carroll out here as well. Some of the top names that's up there as practice times goes. Nathan Carroll right now at the top of that practice time as you're seeing drivers work their way around. There is the 14 that is chasing McCook. One driver, good God, 87.
That's Justin Michael, man. He's fast, though. He'll put it on the edge in practice, believe me. Now watch this move right here. Look at this one. That's Michael Milfeld Jr. He's with the Maximum Velocity League. There's some fun guys in this race, man. They cut up and have a good time. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I want to give a shout out to Maximum Velocity's main head guy. It's a guy by the name of James Lehman. He's a veteran, currently serving, and he raced most of the season, and he got deployed just a few weeks ago, so he's over there serving the country, doing his thing. and I'm sure he's going to be watching this on YouTube tonight or whenever he can get a signal and get access to it. So yeah, I just want to give him a shout out. He's who brought us into Maximum Velocity, and so yeah, it's a lot of fun there. But we just started qualifying here, and we got Dakota Floyd on the track right now, and yeah, it's going to be good fun, man. By the way, these trucks horsepower turned up to 110%, so they have cranked the horsepower up on these bad boys. So it's all going to be different than you would normally race these trucks.
I'm telling you what, I mean, they might want to get in touch, with real NASCAR to get the horsepower cranked up. I mean, if you can do it here, why can't you do it in real life? You see Dakota Floyd working his way around right now, 29.638 on the board. Joshua Makachek.
Matichek.
I was close. Matichek out here as well. Rob Haynes, Brad Compton. Already seeing drivers knock out. Obviously, line up out there on the live chat who you pulling for, who you wanting to win. Or if you don't really care who wins, if you just want ASR or MVR, line it up. I mean, get it on the. I think we just all over the social make it ASR or hashtag ASR versus MVR. Let's get it crunk here tonight. I cannot believe I said get it crunk. I just said that.
You did say that. That is so not you. That's so funny.
I will never say that again. But Brad Compton up at the top, no sir. Justin Michael, we saw him on the edge in practice, sideways, took the whole back end of his truck out going into one, and now he is currently up at the top, 29.439 as of right now, but we still got a long list of drivers still left right here. Jim Logan Gill, still one of them to go. James Burns, one of them. Nathan Carroll, Christopher Howell, a whole list of them still to go, but more times is starting to pop off.
Yeah, man, this is we're starting to, and look at these lap times. That's blistering fast for Charlotte, man, with this horsepower turned up on these trucks. Look at these lap times. This is insane. Well, I thought these guys were going to be running their windshield banners tonight so we could sort who is who from what league. But it doesn't seem like most of them have got their little windshield banners on like they're supposed to. So we're going to have to kind of figure this out as we go. I know most of them, but I'm not 100% on all of them. I didn't do a lot of the American Sim Racing League broadcast. That was handled by Dean Biggles Hompton, your buddy, and Ewan. They do that. They cover that league, and I do the MVR stuff. So I should know most of the MVR guys, but. Yeah, man, I'm so excited for this. It's just going to be so much fun. These guys are going to race hard, too. No faster pairs either, by the way. So it's, yeah, they're taking it serious, so they don't want it to turn into some kind of, slugfest where you just get a faster pair and get back out there.
Nah, I mean, you really don't want that. I mean, if you want to make it as realistic as possible, throw the faster pairs off. So pretty much, folks, faster pairs, if this is your first time knowing what goes on here on iRacing, faster pairs is usually a blank check. If you tear your truck up, if you knock the damn wall down, guess what? You can pull it into pits. You can hit the faster pair button. It will give you a brand new, clean vehicle, which in this case would be a truck, and you can send it right back out there as if nothing happened. But no faster pairs is going to be the big key out of this, because if you tear your truck up, you're screwed. And Jim, I will ask you this. Me and you, we've raced a lot in our time and everything. When you get into these long races, I'm curious, because I was always kind of the one to just go ahead and get it over with. But if you're racing in a long race and there's no faster pairs, would you rather just to go ahead and wreck out on lap 5 as opposed to 95? I mean, because I wouldn't want to sit there the whole time and drive my tail off and be close to winning, and then all of a sudden you get
happens.
A wreck, and then you screw. I mean, then you just a whole lot of time. That's a lot of drinking time, Jim. A lot of it.
That is a lot of drinking time. Of course, I'm not opposed to drinking and driving on the racetrack.
Oh no,
in iRacing especially,
iRacing.
In fact, I would say that you probably need to drink and drive in iRacing, especially if you're doing officials,
Oh, I agree. I agree 100%.
Seems like our screen went black there, or is that just me? Could just be me.
I'm not sure. We may be having some technical difficulties here, but
yeah,
Jim,
I'm not sure.
Jim, back to what I was talking about, about the timing and everything else, and about the drinking and everything else. Believe it or not, I actually took up on that, and I started drinking while I was racing. And believe it or not, I was getting 2/10 faster. So I was actually kind of shocked. Which, granted, I mean, I was about a second off the pace, but I started knocking off tenths, and I was like, "Hey, I ain't doing too bad right here." But then I don't even remember how it finished. To be honest with you,
there's that. I
still a good
broadcast with you when you were drinking before, so that was big fun. So I can imagine you were probably big fun as well when you were driving. So, that doesn't surprise me a bit.
We'll end up having some more of that here in the very near future. I'll just give you a little heads up on that. But
okay, I'm ready for that. All right, so qualifying is still going on, although I am pretty sure that everybody has set their lap, and we are just we're just winding down some time. So, that's what it appears to be. So it looks like Justin Michael is going to be on the pole in the 87. That was the Daniel Defense Rifles truck that you saw go into the pit wall there earlier. He told you he was pretty fast, and indeed he was. He is actually current point leader right now no, he's not. He's second in points right now in maximum velocity going into their chase. They're off a week, and then their chase starts. And he is second in points right now going into that. So that's going to be a fun 5 races too. They got some good tracks in the chase over there. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And American Sim Racing, formerly known here on the channel as Oak House Racing. They race Xfinity cars one night here broadcast. I believe it's going to be, if I'm not mistaken, Xfinity cars on Thursdays on the new season coming up in a couple of weeks, and trucks on Tuesday nights. And and they're kind of rebranding the Discord and everything as American Sim Racing. Probably a little more fitting. So I'm excited to kick all that off. We've got new tunes for everybody. We've created some custom music for their countdowns and everything that talks about the league and the league names and all that kind of stuff. So, I see. I was looking here in the comments. Somebody saying the screen is black. So we're still. I think that was a little bit ago. I think everybody should be good now, hopefully anyway. If you're still seeing a black screen, let us know. But I think everything should be okay. We're just waiting for this qualifying session to end time-wise because all the drivers have finished their laps. And, of course, we'll go over the whole entire order here shortly once we pull the grid up. But, Jake, what do you think? 110% horsepower, man. I thought that was an interesting ad that they added to this. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's honestly, I mean, it's a great ad. I mean, if you're gonna have something like this right here, with two racing leagues, two racing organizations, kind of going at it, why not throw a little something different at it? I mean, granted, I mean, these trucks, folks, let's not shoot around beat around the bush, I should say. They're fast.
Don't shoot around the bush either.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Don't do nothing around the bush, to be honest with you, but because it will sticky. But yeah, I mean, these trucks, I mean, they are fast. If you've never been on iRacing and raced on iRacing, these trucks, they are a handful. They've went through updates. They used to be where you could just hold it to the mat and just go. Now,
no, not anymore.
Now the arrow has kind of started to affect it. They kind of threw out some updates, do some arrow updates in there. Now these trucks, they start to get a little bit to the tight side, can get loose depending on how you got it set up, depending on how you're running, where you're running. So they're not the easiest thing to drive anymore. They used to be. The hardest car, which still is, in my opinion, is the Xfinity or O'Reilly Series car. That is the faster car, and then the Cup car, that's a different story for a different day, at least in my opinion. But we're getting ready for the MotorMouth Invitational, And started off row 1, Justin Michael, 87 to his outside is going to be Bentley Glazer in the number 36 Chevrolet. Ain't got a sponsor on it. He's already starting on the front row. Somebody sponsored that bad boy. Brad Compton in the number 6 Ford with Dakota Floyd in the 57. Good number for him right there. That's my old number right there. 57 Chevy, also a good make as well outside of row number 2. Row 3, Heath Smith in the 1 Toyota. And Frank Marchese going to be in P6 19 Dodge Ram. That's on the outside of row number 3. Row 4, right in behind them, you're going to have the likes of Christopher Howell and Logan Gill be right behind them in that row 4. There you see them right there. Howell in the 88, Logan Gill in the 29. Logan Gill very, very fast. Watch out for that 29 Toyota here tonight. William D. Kirk. Make sure I throw that middle initial in there. The the number 9 Chevy. Shout out to Chase Elliott for winning at Texas today. And Michael Melfitt Jr., the top 10, starting on the outside of row number 5. Row 6, Christian Elliott. See where I went with that? Elliott right there with a P11 96 Chevy. And Jamal Love going to be in the 28 Toyota Mobile 1 on the side of it. Right behind him in row 7 is Gordon Spade. In the number 38 Chevy is outside is Greg Mall. The number 7 Ford with Detroit right there on the back of the truck. Jason McCook, we talked about him a second ago, Jim. Inside of row 8 with the P15 spot, number 14 Toyota. And Tommy Cook rolling with 200 on the side of it. Try to go 200 mile an hour if he can here tonight in the number 200 Chevy. Nicholas Don Francesco will be starting in P17, 27 Toyota. Jason Albright will be to his outside. Nathan Carroll, Rob Haynes rounded out the top 20. And guess what? We are not done yet. John Edwards, Brandon Biggs making up row 11, number 1 Cartavera. Whatever, that's that Jimmy Johnson sponsor. I can't remember it. Joshua Monachek right there, the 85 Chevy. Jason Truckee making up row number 12. Behind them, it's going to be James Wagner and Keaton Tripp making up row 13. Right behind them, you're going to have Kerry Clever. And obviously, our great, damn nice truck, Jim. I love that right there, P28.
Oh, that's my Grinch. That's my Grinch paint scheme. That tells you how long it's been since I've driven. That's my Grinch paint scheme all the way back from Christmas. That tells you exactly how long it's been since I've been truck racing.
Yeah, it's been a little while for me to race as well. Going through stages. Stage 1 goes all the way to 23. This pace lights is off on the pace car, working their way through 3 and 4. Justin Michael, Bentley Glazer, gonna be on the front row. Jim, what do you say we do a good old-fashioned crank it up here for the MotorMouth Invitational? Green flag in the air. Justin Michael, Bentley Glazer, it's on. ASR, MVR, you gotta hear tonight on MotorMouth Broadcasting in Charlotte.
Yeah, get on that to turn them trucks up loud tonight.
Yeah, let's get it turned up right here for the crank it up right here, Jim.
That's my favorite part of these broadcasts. I love cranking it up. Of course, I didn't tell them how to do a crank it up, so that's another story. But oh, we got them wrecking back there. They are wrecking in the back. Tommy Cook is involved, it looks like. Brandon Briggs. Yeah, the 200 of Tommy Cook was definitely involved there. Let's see what happened here. Oh, that's Chasen McCook in the 14 MotorMouth Broadcasting truck, actually. I'm not sure if somebody hit him and knocked him down into Tommy Cook. See if we can get another look at that and see what happened there.
Let's see what would happen right here. Let's check it out. See what happened. Damn, we have one up against the wall, 28.
Oh, yeah, there was all kinds of stuff going on up there. Okay.
goodness.
Yeah.
Have one up into the wall, one bounce around, one go here, one go there.
Yep. Looks like Captain Kirk. You see what I did there, huh? William Kirk. Captain Kirk. That's what we call him. He probably hates it too. He's never commented on it, and his wife watches. So I think they would have said something if they didn't like it. But yeah, we call him Captain Kirk because William Kirk. It looks like he was involved potentially. Jamal, is it Jamal? Jamil? Wow. Mr. Love.
Jamal.
Jamal, yeah.
Dr. Love. Dude Love. Dr. Love and Dude Love.
He is Dude Love. That's right. Dude Love. That is who he is the rest of the night now. Hopefully Dude Love can get back in the race. Where's Dude Love from? That was from some movie.
Dude Love was from wrestling.
Was it?
Yes, it's Mick Foley. WWE.
Oh, that's right, huh? So Cactus Jack, Dude Love, a little bit of everybody, wasn't he?
Yeah, he pretty much had all the personas, pretty much, and even wrestled under his own name, which was pretty crazy. Seeing some of you out there in the live chat, like I said, y'all light that live chat up. Let us know what you think here tonight. If you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe to MotorMouth Broadcast to keep up with everything going on with all the leagues that we've got going on, Jim. I mean, there's so many of them. Obviously, ASR, MVR. We got the XCal Series, obviously, on Tuesday nights with the street stocks, me and you call that. I mean, we got so many good things going on.
Wednesday night, we've got sports car racing, GT3 racing with the Full Throttle Nation. We've got Friday nights, Bike Point Racing, GT3s and LMP2 sports car racing. We've got a little bit of everything going on. Got some new leagues coming in soon. Got one starting up this coming Wednesday. Another, actually they're called Full Throttle Racing. And they're doing a O'Reilly series on Wednesday nights here coming up soon, starting this week actually. Bunch of content creators in that league. That should be entertaining.
Yeah, that will be entertaining, Jim. I believe I'm actually on the call on that one, if I'm not mistaken. So, pretty pumped up to see what happens on that one. I mean, in O'Reilly series, I mean, those are the hardest cars. I mentioned it a while ago. Those are the hardest NASCAR cars to drive on here. I mean, the trucks, like I said, they used to be full throttle, sanded. You could go wide open all the way around here at Charlotte. I mean, you could go full throttle pretty much anywhere, and it used to not hurt you. Now it's like I said, with so many updates and so many different things that has changed over time. It's not the easiest thing to drive. It's still easier than that O'Reilly Series car. Like I said, that NASCAR Cup car.
I like the O'Reilly car better than the truck myself, but that's just me.
I do too. Yeah, I do too, because it is a challenge, and a lot of people, Jim, because they used to do a lot of strength of field racing on the Monday nights, which is a different topic. I'll talk a little bit about that maybe later on, but a lot of the drivers in those strength of field races questioned about these trucks. Why are they not? They're easy to drive. I mean, literally. I mean,
not anymore.
I've heard comments back then. They said your grandma can drive these damn things. Well, not anymore.
She can't.
No, not anymore. She can't. They'll send her straight into the retirement home. I can guarantee you that. But here we go, back at it. ASR MVR League Showdown. Back at it. MotorMouth Invitational. Green flag back in the air. Justin Michael, Dakota Floyd now up here into this mix. Logan Gill, one of the big movers, up 5. Biggest one so far is Keaton Tripp. Back in the 13th spot. Starting to see him fan out, going through 1 and 2. Floyd up top, Gill down low. Look down, Floyd got to shoot out ahead. Gill smacked the wall, scraped it, saw the sparks flying. They're trying to get around Justin Michael. Floyd has it for the moment, but here comes the 87 of Michael. They get close off 4.
Yeah, Logan Gill is a pretty aggressive racer, man. It's an interesting strategy I'm seeing here. Oh, they got together there. Justin Michael got just Logan Gill came down on him there. Justin Michael got into his rear quarter panel there. That was a bit scary.
Yeah, kind of interesting right there. And if I come to think of it, That right there was a little MVR ASR, kind of mixing it up right there as well. And, you know, I mean, there's a lot of bragging rights going on here tonight as we saw way back there, white truck almost smacked the fence, but a lot of bragging rights is going on here tonight for, you know, what you're representing, ASR and MVR, where you're representing what you're doing. You know, there's going to be a little bit of difference in that. And not only that, Jim, but you think about it, some of these guys that race with each other in the MVR or the ASR, they may have beef with each other in that league. So then you get the beef out of that. Then you get the beef trying to race against the other league. I mean, that right there is a recipe for awesomeness, if that's even a damn word. I mean, that is literally what the recipe is for.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm noticing here is an interesting strategy. By the way, Keaton Tripp now up 19 spots. That should not be surprising to anyone that is familiar with the Maximum Velocity League. Keaton Tripp is the points leader over there, and he is really fast. He's won, I think, possibly 5 races this year, if not 4 for sure. You know, super fast. I have no doubt. We got a caution out on the track here. Matt, check that broadcast chat when you get a chance, please. I wonder what is the cause of this caution here.
Possibly Rob Haynes. Possibly way back here. Let's see. Oh man, on the hit on it. That's how you do it. It looked like it was Captain Kirk himself. Just pulls it down on the bottom of the racetrack and parks it. Jim,
had to be something before that, though.
You would think, and maybe that was the cause of it. Maybe it was something else. But you know, our great producer, Miss Omed Ohm, obviously that's what she caught and that's what she saw. And Jim, that happens a lot. You know, when drivers pulling down on the bottom of the racetrack, parking it. That does bring out the caution. Oh, look here. Look at this. A little bit more door banging right here between the 57 and the 29. Oh, yeah. Man. That is... Oh, Lord have mercy. They're not wanting to give an inch up here on this...
this is all part of the replay. I think she's probably searching for the incident. Maybe put your camera back on Captain Kirk and see if he was involved in that. And as it winds through here, there's the caution. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see anybody else dropping down the order. There he is. Let's see if he gets involved in this somehow, because he definitely did pull it down on the apron and stop it. We got anybody pitting? Just a couple guys. Not too much action.
Well,
I don't know. Maybe he had some kind of connection issue or something and just pulled off the track, not to wreck anybody.
Yeah, I mean,
actually, now that I think about that, he did have a connection issue the other night during the race, if I'm not mistaken. His wife is in chat right there. I see her cheering him on. Maybe she can let us know what happened. But he did, if I'm not mistaken, have a connection issue the other night that actually cost him a spot in the chase. If I'm correct, I think I am, but I call a lot of races, so it's entirely possible I could be wrong.
Well, Jim, that's the hard part about it, you know, especially, you know, when you're talking about chase racing and trying to win championships, and it's something that's completely out of your control.
See, I hate that, man.
Yeah, that's the kind of crap that really ticks me off. That right there.
Yeah, I don't. If somebody wrecks you, at least it happened on the track. That is what it is, you know. Just equipment failures and internet connection issues that cause people. I hate that, man. That just kills me. I don't, you know, I don't care who the driver is. It just. You know, even if it's old Happy Meal, but you know.
Jim, those instances, that is when I end up ringing my bell. Seriously, when you have those instances when it's out of your control.
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely got beef over that for sure. Yeah. All right, so where are we at here lap-wise now? We are we'll probably go back green here on starting on lap 13. And when is our stage break tonight? Is it
23?
Oh, yeah, he did have a computer problem. Dadgummit. And that's Will's got to get that. Captain Kirk's got to get his computer issues fixed. So, yeah, it's about 10 laps to the stage then. That's going to be, that should be an interesting dash.
Yeah, obviously, and maybe old Captain Kirk can get some of the. You know what? I didn't watch Star Trek. I'm trying to come up with something for like space internet or something. You know, some of that internet space or that space internet that they got out in outer space or something, which probably is a hell of a lot better than what we got. But anyway,
speaking of space internet, you need to go watch the new movie Project Hail Mary. You and your wife need to go watch Project Hail Mary.
Huh. I'll write that one down. I've never heard of it. I've never heard
good.
of it.
It's hugely popular right now. Yeah.
All right, I'll write it down. We'll see what we got. But here we go, back at it once again. MotorMouth Broadcasted Invitational. MotorMouth Invitational back at it in Charlotte. Gill now up here on the front row with Justin Michael, with Dakota Floyd, Bentley Glazer, Brad Compton, top 5 off turn 2. Gill's got it by nose, but here comes Floyd down on the inside.
Yeah, you got Keaton Tripp messing around back there just right off the top 5. Now he just moved into the top 5. He's coming. You can believe that. This kid is super fast. Several of these guys decided to start from the back tonight. Keaton Tripp and then several guys from the American Sim Racing team started back there. Crocky and Jason Cook. They seem to be kind of hanging out back there right now. I don't think it's because of speed. I think it's more of a bit of a strategy here to try to maybe stay out of some of this early trouble with these guys getting used to racing around each other.
Yeah, I mean, especially, when you got this big of a field, obviously, Jim, you don't want to, get yourself tore up, especially with what we were talking about a while ago with no fashion pairs. You don't want to screw yourself right here at the start.
No, we don't want to forget. There's money on the line here tonight. First place pays $100. $100 is $100. You know what I mean?
$100 is a lot of money, obviously. And these drivers going for that as well. Not only that, but like I said, the bragging rights, but hey, a little bit extra money. And believe it or not, you could find yourself with a $100 payday just by surviving. Think about this though, Jim. Logan Gill, we talked about him as aggressive as he is, racing. Check him out already. He's throwing blocks right there on Justin Michael when they were going into 3. But some of this aggressive driving, egos will start to come into play just because you got the whole showdown deal between 2 leagues. That ego-ness of, I'm in this league, we're better than you. No, we're better than you. And then door banging commences. You start to get guys that start to get way in over their head. You start to have crashes. You start to have accidents. And then eventually, people's going to start DNFing. The guys that survive might find themselves at a $100 payday just for trying to stay out of everybody else's mess.
True story. This is definitely one of those situations where you could just hang around for a while and make sure you keep your stuff underneath you, and then race for it towards the end as some of these guys start DNFing, like you said. Plus, the fact these guys don't race around each other every week. I don't care what anybody says. That's one of the reasons that officials suck so bad on iRacing. Is because you got a bunch of guys that don't know how each other races. You get in one of these leagues, and over time, you know how the guy next to you is going to race you. You know if he's going to give you space. You know if he's not going to give you space. If he's going to squeeze you up the track. If he's under you. All of those kind of things make a huge difference. And so you don't know. Like Logan Gill. I'm telling you, Logan Gill's. He's a great race driver. He just won I believe he just won the championship in the American Sim Racer League last season. In the O'Reilly cars, I believe. But I tell you what, he's got a very famous moment that went viral here on the channel in our shorts program way back in one of our early reels. He got crashed out on a race with 10 laps to go. used his fast repair, came all the way back from the back of the field, and ended up getting into a massive crash right as they went across the start-finish line to win the race. He was both cars went across the start-finish line like backwards, upside down. It was a great viral clip, and Logan Gill was the guy who won the race in that clip. So he's been around a while in a couple different leagues that we broadcast. He's a fast guy, though. He's definitely a fast driver from a town I used to live in. And he's from Hammond, Louisiana, and a place I used to live.
Yeah, they got that old saying down there in Louisiana, like you say, Jim, and that old saying, but I'm not going to say it just because I don't have it dead on to the point, that saying that y'all have in Louisiana. Yeah, can't do it. I've tried, but I can't do it that good. I will say this.
You know what? It applies. It applies right here tonight.
Yeah.
And the saying is, laissez le bon temps rouler. And that means let the good times roll, baby. And that's what we're doing here tonight.
Yeah, one driver that was able to let those good times roll was Keaton Tripp as they're coming back to the line. That is the stage one. Logan Gill was able to get it, but Keaton Tripp, good God almighty, up 24 spots. He was able to get that second spot, but Floyd able to bounce back.
We haven't thrown the flag yet. They're going all the way to this lap, apparently, because no flag came out for the stage. Is there a stage tonight? Do we know that?
I'm not 100%. I mean, I'm not 100% on that one.
It does not seem to be a stage here.
They're going to keep it clean.
Yeah, I think the stage thing might be left over in a file from another race, to be honest with you. I'm going to need to verify that, but apparently not. It was definitely not lap 23 either way. So that's my bad, folks. I lost my whole entire internet system yesterday, and I'm hotspotting from my phone right now, and it kind of threw me off. Got me a little out of my rhythm, let's just say.
Also see it out there in the live chat, Big Mover 63. Obviously, that is Nathan Carroll of 8 spots. We get some big movers here in this field. Keaton Tripp, obviously, up at the top of that. Joshua Matacek up 10 spots from where he started to 13th. From starting 23rd, Nathan Carroll up 8. You got Logan Gill. He's up 7, leading this thing. As you see right there on the left side of your screen, where everybody's up and where everybody is down. Jim, you know me, I don't like, I always wanted a little craft for the biggest losers, but I figured we would end up ticking a lot of people off, so we don't do that anymore. We never did it, but we're not going to do it in general, I reckon. Jason Trockey, he's up 7. James Wagner up 7 as well. And obviously the biggest loser, if you want to put it that way, would be obviously Jamel Love. Down 15.
Captain Kirk.
Well, Captain Kirk is, Captain Kirk down 17. They're right there beside one another, down 17, 15 respectively.
Yeah,
but up front,
already.
How about Keaton Tripp? Took it all the way to the front, by God. He is leading this thing. Floyd second, Michael third, Milford Jr. sliding up here being sneaky. He goes to fourth. And Logan Gill got literally blasted and got shot back into the fifth spot. He'll shoot around the outside, try to battle with Milford Jr. Jr. on the bottom, Gill up top. Glazer right behind them. Here comes Heath Smith. Obviously Frank Marchese and Brad Compton and Nathan Carroll. We're talking about him out there in the live chat. He has cracked the top 10.
Well, Nathan Carroll stopped when they had that first caution flag, and he topped off with fuel. And so did Jason Trocker. So those guys are going to be able to run a few laps further than anybody else if this team stays green, which, that could end up working out to their advantage if caution catches them outright or something like that, But either way, they got a little bit more gas than everybody else. And, if anything, it could potentially, if they come in at the same time as everybody else, they can get out a little quicker because they need a little less fuel in the tank,
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. That's going to help them out tremendously. I mean, Jim, with a 100-lap race, you would think if they could make it to 50, you would just go ahead and just split it right down the middle, which is a possibility. Wow, I mean, just the speed of that 110%. horsepower. One driver off the track, Brad Compton. We saw him. He was up there inside the top 5. Not anymore. He's down into the 13th spot outside the top 10 and caution himself.
Trying to see who's involved in that.
That is it.
That brought out the caution, huh?
I believe so.
Wow. That was a quick caution.
Might have got a little bit jumping on the gun right there to make it happen. Keith Tripp had the lead. Justin Michael, your pole sitter, he has now retook that lead. He's got the fastest lap of the race at a 29.622. Keith Tripp literally right behind him with a 29.628. It literally scattered out through the field as 29s and 30s for the best laps, respectively. But there's a 63. We see him right there, to a little bit to the left right there. That is Nathan Carroll for the live chat. Obviously, cool looking paint scheme right there on that 63 as well.
He always runs a few cool paint schemes. The coolest, probably the coolest paint scheme in the league you need to look at is on Chasen McCook's truck, the 14.
I have to check him out here in a second. Let's see what Chasen McCook looks like right here.
There it is. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, I knew it.
Look how good. Look at that.
I knew it. I knew it. I had a feeling.
And I tell you what, he's got a logo on that car. If we could show maybe the rear deck lid camera, I think it's probably called the rear cam. Yep, look at that. See that logo? That is no one else has that logo. That is a MotorMouth logo with the engine under the microphone, and no one else has that. I had that made. I never used it, and I gave it to Chasen. He said he wanted to run a MotorMouth truck in the league, so I gave him that logo to do, and so he's the only one that's got it.
You hope.
Well, I didn't give it to anyone else. I mean, if they're advertising for me, I'm okay with that.
I said, Jason might have given it to somebody else. That's more advertisement for you right there, Jim. Take it and run with it. Oh, if y'all haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe. MotorMouth Broadcasting, good stuff always here. As you see, there's the one Heath Smith coming off. Logan Gill right there, Oakhouse Racing, obviously. The 29. He's got the Budweiser helmet going on. Dale Jr. kind of deal right there.
Remember, it's not Oakhouse anymore. Right. American Sim Racer.
Right. So he's
rebranding.
He's
they need to get that Oakhouse stuff off these trucks. There's several of them got Oakhouse all over the stuff still.
He's old schooling it, Jim. He's old schooling it.
He is old schooling it. Actually, that's exactly what he's doing.
And speaking of the old schooling it, Jim, we've watched him over what it was Oakhouse racing. When I was over there, I called a couple of races for you over there with Oakhouse guys, which is now obviously the American Sim Racing. But Logan Gill, I remember, hearing a lot about him, about how aggressive he is. And, some people were sitting there, there's another win for Logan Gill. He's too aggressive. He does this, he does that. The way I look at the 29 of Logan Gill, I like to look at him, and I watched him. He was very aggressive. He was aggressive right at the start of this race. Obviously, with the 87 of Justin Michael, put the block on him going into 3. That's some Dale Earnhardt kind of stuff right there. Or, if you want to go
let me tell you, there's a few guys from the other league that run like that too, and I think a lot of those guys out here are going to be. A lot of these guys out here are kind of the I'll race you like you race me kind of thing,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how you want it, Jim. That's how you would want it. You race me the wrong way, I'm going to race you the same way back. You wreck me and spin me out, I'm going to put your ass in the wall. At least that's how I've always been. Jim, that's how I've always been. Which might be why I don't race anymore. Maybe why I just broadcast. But maybe that's what it is. Maybe my temper may get the best of me sometimes. But
no,
it wouldn't be me. But here we go. Pace truck is off. Barney the Flagman out here. We always used to like to call Barney the Flagman and Fred Flintstone driving the pace car. We're back at it. Green flag is back in the air. Justin Michael, Dakota Floyd, Keaton Trent trying to get up here into this mix-up. 23 spots, hard charger so far. Hit the Glazer and Michael Memfit Jr. Are we going to go 3 wide down the backstretch here?
We are.
Damn sure looks like it. We're going to go 3 going into 3. Good God almighty, this is good stuff.
Man, there's a nasty bump there going into 3, too. Going 3 wide into 3 could turn out to be quite treacherous.
Yeah, that will scare the crap out of you indeed. And you start to see there is Carroll in the 63 trying to slide on up through here. You mentioned it was behind that big crash that we had right there at the start. Just locked it down and let it happen. And now starting to very slowly work his way up into double digits as far as gains goes. Up 10 spots. Here's Gill. Gill gonna put the block on Tripp. It's Gill and Tripp going for the 3rd spot. Floyd and Glazer, they are gone. Gill trying to put the block on Tripp. Tripp goes to the top side. Smith behind him. Marchese right there behind him as well. Front 2 are missing out on a whole lot of fun behind him, Jim, going into 3.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, we got some good action going on out here. Yeah, Keaton Tripp is this is going to be a lot of fun to see some of these top guys from both leagues race each other, we're still waiting on, guys like Jason McCook and Josh Trockey to work their way up to the front. They're kind of hanging back a little bit, but they got some speed too. So, it's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, right now it's the main guy up front for American Sim Racers, Logan Gill. But I think you're going to see some more of those guys up there shortly. I think they're playing the long game here.
Yeah, just kind of ride it out and just see what happens. You gotta kind of play a long game, especially when you got about 62 laps to go this time back, and they hit the line. It'll be 61, and we got a caution on the speedway. Something amiss. We see right there, 23. Slow as Brandon Biggs. Oh, damn. McCook. There's your boy, Jason McCook getting in it. 199 Rob Haynes there as well. He goes around, gets sideways. And McCook tries to get through it and hooks another one. Wow, McCook just takes a hard left, comes down, gets Haynes in it. Damn.
Somebody had to get into him, huh? Or no? Did he just lose it going through the quad oval there?
I think somebody had to get into him, Jim. Somebody had to get into Haynes or McCook.
Oh, you got a blinker up there.
Well, the blinker, and you had the 1 right there.
Yeah, well, I think he got into that 23, which was blinking. He probably didn't see him, and it looks like he got into the 23, and then that once the 23 was there, it kind of kicked him, back down the track. Yeah, I'd love to see that again, maybe from the chopper cam if possible. That's my favorite replay.
Oh, you love that camera?
I do love the chopper cam. Well, it just shows you. I mean, how many times have
everything?
Well, back that up about 10 seconds before that. There you go.
Here we go.
That. All right, watch that 23 truck. See if he blinks out.
Look at the 1 right there in front of him, though. He snapped loose, and it just threw McCook off. No, he was just full sending as well. Yeah, 23 was blinking, but that 1 up there,
that wasn't it.
Fada truck really threw that off for a loop and kind of started it. But 23 blinking didn't really help the issue.
No, I didn't have anything to do with it. No, that was more. It was more. He just got up into the wall and it bounced off of it. That's unfortunate. I'm going to have to charge him extra next season for damaging the MotorMouth logo like that. We can't be doing that. So we're at lap 40 here, 60 more to go. We are almost halfway there. And Dakota Floyd still out front as we see the number 1 truck trying to catch back up to the field there.
Yeah, and for a second I thought that was actually Heath Smith, but that is not Heath Smith.
Who's the number 1 truck? I don't even see a number 1.
Well,
there it is. It is. No, that's not Heath Smith. That's somebody else running.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's the 11.
It's the 11.
Edwards. John Edwards obviously should be the 11. Jim, a good friend of mine.
Oh, go ahead.
A good friend of mine. I.e., what do you?
I don't know. Go ahead. Nothing.
I ain't got a clue where you went with that, but I mean, a good friend of mine. That might have been how I said that when I started it, but anyway, a good friend of mine always told me, when we got into broadcasting, when I got into broadcasting, he was always one of them that he wished that people would have their numbers on the trucks or on their cars. That way it was easy for us to pick who, it was and everything.
Right.
I'm starting to kind of see where he went with that because it believe it or not,
it gets confusing.
More. It does.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not big of a deal. We'll figure it out eventually.
Well, what you got is you got two leagues here, and it's entirely possible that these two guys, both run the one truck in their respective leagues. So that's probably what happened there. But either, we'll sort it out one way or the other. Thing is, at least I know half of these paint schemes or more, so that helps. Once you get to know these trucks as a regular broadcaster, which we try to do here on MotorMouth, we try to keep the broadcasters consistent so they get to know the drivers, and it really makes the broadcast so much better, just because we know the drivers so well. Dakota Floyd there, he's a strong truck too. He's going to be a thread up here all night with Keaton Tripp, Justin Michael, obviously Logan Gill, Nathan Carroll. Old Dakota Floyd, he's kind of stayed up front, started fourth, run up front most of the night. Just looks like he took fuel a couple times, but took tires there recently. Logan Gill here, he's dropped back to the furthest he's been back in the race, just about. I think he dropped back to 8th. That's about where he's at now, or that's where he started. He's been a steady up front guy all night. Keaton Tripp's the one I'd like to see his little thing as we get back green here.
Yeah, I mean, maybe see Keaton Tripp's little thing right here in a second and see what Keaton's got right here. But I mean, as we go back green here on 43 of 100, look at that right there. I mean, just straight up. And I mean, to the blind eye for some, oh hell, wait a minute, we got some door banging going on up into the wall. That was Logan Gill, the 29. Sent it up into the wall. I'm not sure if he got sent up there, but he did crack that outside lane just a little bit too much. Man, he smacked the wall off turn 2, but he's able to straighten it back out. But back to Keaton Tripp, who is leading this race as of right now. You got to give a little bit of a thought with Keaton Tripp for the blind eye for some of the viewers that may not know who Keaton Tripp is. Qualified back there in the 26th spot. You may sit there and think, well, damn, how'd he get up here? Keaton Tripp, he is fast. I have heard this man's name. This guy right here, he knows what he's doing. He is very fast. He's got it figured out. And maybe start back there, maybe just to kind of rub it in these other guys' faces a little bit to show them that, hey, if I would have started up front,
we got trouble. Nathan Carroll's plummeting down.
On the wall.
Yeah, Nathan Carroll, the 63 truck, he's dropping like a rock here, and no caution flag either. Oh, he's
still up against the wall right here. That was right there. Logan Gill might have
Logan Gill. Yeah, Logan Gill got him.
Talk about receipts, Jim. Receipts, man.
Problem is, these guys,
right there.
He might have got his receipt already.
Might have got it in the form of another driver that probably
that's the
was
thing,
you
can't.
Right there.
Like more than likely, Nathan Carroll's going to be out of contention here because he's in pit road. There's no fast repair, so
look here. Look at Gill right here. Gill with Modicek. Modicek actually shoved Gill up the hill, going through 3 and 4, just shoved him clean out of the way. There's right one lap ago. Oh God, he hits the wall and he's gonna go around. Modicek spins it in the 60, and we got guys parking it back here. 7 of Craig Mall goes around as well. Caution is out. And Jim, I've got to feel that all that might have stemmed all the way back to the Nathan Carroll deal, but Modicek, really, I thought Gill might have actually got him and set him up.
No, Modicek hit the wall on his own.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think he was. I think he was driving. You want to know what I think? I think he was driving out of his mirror because he knew he had sent Logan Gill up the track, and he wanted to see if Logan was going to pay him back. And he was driving out of his mirror and lit up a little bit and hit the wall there. And then ultimately that caused him to go around in front of Gill or slow down enough that Gill got into the back of him. That one's definitely not on Gill there, for sure. But I would not be surprised with as aggressive as Gill's driving and as popular as Nathan Carroll is in his league. It would not surprise me at all to see that penalty get served. That payback gets served a little bit later. Yeah, a little receipt. Everybody. Sometimes you got to get a receipt for your action. That's how.
And Jim, think about it right here. You got a Max V driver, an ASR driver. There you go. What we talked about at the start with these two leagues and the egos coming out. But Carroll, obviously, like you mentioned, very popular over with Max V. Logan Gill, certainly fast over an ASR. I'm not 100% if he's popular over there or not. But I know that he's fast over there. Maybe some of these Max V guys may take a shot at Gill now. Could quite possibly do it.
It would not surprise me at all if somewhere down the road here, and we're at lap. Well, we're going to be at lap 50 right here when we go back green, and all these guys are pitting here. I don't think they can make it 50 laps on a tank of fuel, though.
If they could, I guarantee you they would try it. That way that they could try.
I don't think the tires would hold up for 50 laps, to be honest with you.
Now, back in the day, maybe the tires would hold up, but not now with the aero package and all that stuff, Jim. No, there's no way. I don't think the tires would hold up.
What is the track temperature? 77 degrees. Track temperature is cool, so that's going to help a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's the abrasiveness of the track and just how wore out it is. I mean, you see the seams and everything. Yeah, I mean, this place is bumpy as hell, too. Yeah. It really is. You get through 3 and 4, you ride that top side, or even on the bottom side. You was talking about the bumps and everything going into 3, and it's real bumpy going through 3 and 4.
Well, there's that big bump. There's that big bump going into 3 that is kind of like a lane up off the bottom, and either you got to go low under it or you got to go high above it. When we were there a few months ago, when my son did the drive experience there, the coach he had, like, you go out with a coach for about 5 laps just to make sure that you know what you're doing, and then, but it's usually about 4. And so the coach stayed with my son an extra lap. So when he got out of the truck, I was like, he do okay? And he's like, oh yeah, no, he's got it. In fact, I stayed in there an extra lap because I wanted to show him how to go above the bump in turn 3 to really carry some momentum down the track coming out of turn 4 there, And so he trusted him enough to show him that higher line above, above the bump in turn 3, which is, as the tires wear, the faster way around there. So we look at, how you say his last name? You got it pretty good. How you say that? Nicholas what?
Don Francisco.
There you go. He's on a nice little run. Look at him.
Look,
of course, he stayed out here. He didn't pit this time, so he's staying out there to lead a lap here. And
Jim, I don't know if he's Italian, but when you watch enough of gangster movies like I do, I'm pretty sure, I know, right? That one a little bit. So right. Nicholas,
I can say that nasty about the guy. I'm not worried about his connections, but I'm not going to talk bad about him. Let's just say that.
Yeah, no kidding. Don up here at the front, up 16 spots, staying out, and he will lead them here tonight. Charlotte gets a fantastic jump. Elliott right behind him. And Heath Smith up there to that mix. How about this 3 wide back here? Logan Gill just shoving it right in the side. Wow, 88. Howell, he kicks it up top. Another 2x2x2. Gill tried to get in, a little bit interested right there.
Last at 96.
Damn, just nailed Elliott going into 3.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if Logan Gill keeps driving like that against these max velocity guys, he's gonna get sent. they're not going to take that. You know,
No.
he's bumping guys all over the place. They're going to punt his ass so fast it'll make your head spin. You know, 'cause they just will. They're not going to tolerate that kind of driving. You know, they're going to serve it. Send you back.
No, that's what
You can't run like that. You know, they no fast repairs out here. All he's doing is setting himself up to get dusted.
Yeah, I mean, and Jim, they may not do it right now. They may not do it on lap 53. Hell, they might not do it on lap 83. But eventually, somebody's going to do it.
Yeah.
I think somebody will sit Logan Gill before it's all said and done. They may wait till the last 5 laps and take him out then. But eventually, one of these Max V guys is going to say, you know what? I've had enough of this right here. He's already ran into enough of us. This is not how we roll. Now, maybe that is how they roll. But we got a spinner back here in the back now. Looking like that is Elliott, the 96, going around. And parking it on the front stretch, so caution is out.
Wow.
No, actually, that was Milford Jr. That was Milford Jr. that went around.
Oh, both of them did.
Both of them, yeah.
So what happened here? So
there's Milford sideways on the top.
Somebody got
six.
Who's that red truck? I think that might have been Gordon Spain. Oh, was it? No, I think it was Gordon Spain.
199. It might have been Gordon Spain. It might have been.
Oh.
It looked like a 199 on the side of it, Jim.
Well, let's see. Yeah, you're right. 199. That's right.
Gets loose. There's Elliott, nails him, and then Milford Jr. just hits a bystander.
Yep.
Elliott trying to block it down.
That's just a racing thing there, yeah. But very unfortunate for those guys that got caught up in that for sure. Michael Milfeld and Krishan Elliott, you know, Rob Haynes, who actually was the one who got loose that kind of kicked it all off. He seems to have come out of it all right. I don't know that anybody hit anything too hard, though, so maybe they're going to be all right.
Yeah, I mean, Jim, it could have been a lot worse. You know, with that many guys going around you and all that going on, it could have been a lot worse compared to what it was. I mean, you had what? You had Haynes getting sideways, then you had Elliott hit him, and then Milford Jr. just innocent bystanders. So you had those three involved in what could have been maybe about a 7-8 truck crash, because, I mean, it was right there about mid-pack. And you still had others that had to squirt by, you know, top, bottom, however. So it could have been a lot worse. I love that paint scheme right there on Maul. That right there is like it's Brad Keselowski style right there on the number 7.
What is
right
Maul
there.
running tonight? Show me Maul's truck, please. The number, what is his number?
Number 7.
7, yeah. Show me Greg Maul. Oh, okay. Well, he's running. That's a different paint scheme he's running. I haven't seen that one. So most of the year he was running the Shitty Coolers entry. Are you familiar with Shitty Coolers?
I got one.
No,
well, me and my wife got one. Let's not let me take credit for all that. You know, it's ours.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So he ran the Shitty Cooler entry most of the year. So we had a lot of fun with that. In fact, Michael Milfeld is he's a religious person, and we pulled him, and we pulled him into the booth and had some Shitty Cooler fun with him one night, and and then he won the race.
I am amazed. That the marketing on that is I'm amazed that the marketing on that is crazy. You know, as far as that. So I mean, it's crazy on that. It blows my mind that the marketing on those coolers, that they could actually get away with the name of Shitty Coolers. It is crazy. I remember I told my dad about it one time. I was like,
probably somebody's name or something.
Coolers. Yeah, he took yourself at Chip. I'm just saying, could be. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that is brilliant. That is brilliancy right there out of that. That is absolute brilliant.
Well, we talked about him,
right
literally, we talked about him every single race all year that he was running that livery just because.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Well, here we go, getting back ready for a restart here at Charlotte. He's got the doubled up right there. There you see the 7 back there of Greg Ball. Up front, it is Dakota Floyd with Justin Michael up here at the front. 49 or 419, I should say. Keaton Tripp up here sitting in the 3rd spot. Heath Smith will be right beside of him. Logan Gill right there with Brad Compton. There we go, old Mitt. As we're getting ready to get back at it. Here we go, double it up. 6 caution has just got almost over with. Here we go. Line it up out there on the live chat. Who are we pulling for? Who's your money on? Here tonight for the MotorMouth Invitational. Green flag back in the air. Michael, Floyd, Smith, Tripp, Gill. That's the top 5 as they start to work their way into 1. Michael with an advantage up top. Floyd down low. Tripp up 23 spots, trying to make it 25 spots and try to take it all the way to the front.
There he goes. Look at Logan Gill getting aggressive back there, making some really aggressive lane changes.
Look at that. Wow.
Yeah, he's all over the place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He's the way he's driving. It's not going to be long, man. Oh, we got another caution out here.
Yeah, Frank Marquez back there as well. Maybe John Edwards. We'll see right here. Oh, wow. Here we have 1 spin, 1 gets sideways. Oh, no. Getting hooked. 19 right 19. There in the mix as well.
Yeah, 19 just come up off that grass, it looked like. I don't know who the 19 is. I don't see a 19 on our scoring sheet, so we'll have to figure out who that is.
It could have been Marquez. Did I say that right? Marquez. Frank. Old Frank back there in the Ram. That could have possibly been who it was, Jim. Just for the, because he's showing 22 on time and he scored, but it could be the 19.
That is him.
So there you go. I mean, it's just that whole deal, like you said. Maybe he runs the 19 in his league, and maybe it is what it is. They ain't even a 19 on the scoring top or the scoring pylon. So I don't know how you explain that one.
Well, it's probably one of those deals where they don't have their paint saved with a custom number, and so that kind of stuff will happen. iRacing will assign it a number sometimes if you don't have it saved with a custom number.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff. The only problem is you end up having a headache about it, trying to figure out how to get it straightened out. But once it gets straightened out, it's saved in there. Unless something crazy happens. Hey, how about this? Let's read some stuff out here in the comments. If you haven't put anything bad in here, let's see. Chase McCook had his issues a while ago. We'll clean it up. It's part of it. It happens. The important thing is the event had a great turnout. Hope everyone leaves tonight happy with the results. So thank you very much to.
Well, he's one of the two heads of the American Sim Racer League. So not surprised. That's a league owner kind of comment there. He's not gonna voice the beef.
How about Danielle Carroll out there? Obviously for Nathan Carroll.
Nathan Carroll's wife. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish we could do push race interviews for everyone. So much tension tonight. Oh, God. That's what I love right there. I love the tension. Only problem is there's 27 drivers out there. If we interviewed all 27 of them, we'd be here for, probably about another 2 hours, probably.
Yeah, I can't pay you that much.
I mean, you do what you want, but I'm just saying, if there's that much tension, the interviews would go a little bit, longer out of that, Jim, because it's like I said, you got 2 leagues, both of them going at it, and then possibly some of it with Logan Gill. I mean, there's so much tension right now. That just shows the heart and the dedication and what these guys love about the league that they're racing in, and also their craft about them racing here on iRacing?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. And I just love the fact that, these guys all came together for this fun event. I think it's just super cool. And it's and a lot of these guys in this field are really, really good guys. And it's fun to see them out here just doing something, having some fun. We see them week in and week out trying to win a championship and stuff like that. But getting out here and seeing this is quite impressive. And I tried to pull up Keaton Tripp's journey there tonight, but once you reset iRacing, it won't. It won't. I mean, once you reset the SDK, it only shows from when the reset happened. So we lost all that previous information due to a software malfunction.
Say this, Keaton Tripp has had a hell of a trip here tonight, no pun intended. Up here at the front, he is up 25 spots from where he started. Right next to him on the inside is the pole sitter here tonight, which is Justin Michael. You got Logan Gill, Dakota Floyd. They've been up here at the front the whole time. Christopher Howell, kind of a new name that we've seen up here at the front, but he's up here. Heath Smith, Bentley Glazer up here as well. But who is going to keep it up at the front? We'll find out here in a matter of less than 40 laps. Back at it, green flag in the air. Tripp, Michael up at the front. And you got Gill and you got Floyd. Hold on to it, Tripp. Here comes Gill. He's going to try to put the bump track to him. Send the 419 all the way to the front. Tripp on the train going into 3.
Wow, that was he's flying up there, man. Oh my God, I've seen so many battles with him and Justin Michael side by side like this. I know how well they race around each other.
Doing a damn good job of it right now with Michael obviously right there behind him, trying to hold off at 29, or Floyd rather, trying to hold off at 29 on Logan Gill. Gill up top, Floyd down low. Tripp able to squirt out ahead from Michael and reassume the lead with Michael sitting in second. Now Floyd, Gill, they'll go side by side, battle for the third spot. Michael takes a shot, looks to the inside. Floyd still down there on the inside of Gill. You got Smith right in behind them. Howell back there as well. Brad Compton, we saw him go sideways a while ago. He's back up here inside the top 10 with Bentley Glazer. Bill Fitton Jr. had his issues a while ago. And sliding sideways earlier was Rob Haynes. He's up here inside the top 10, but around that top 10 area, Jim, that's what you're looking at. It is a straight-up cluster back here around that 10th spot.
I love it. They're bouncing off the wall back there. Charlotte carrying that extra momentum through these turns, with the extra horsepower they've got tonight. That's something that they're not used to, Well, we got a caution out here. I don't see anybody dropping. Wagner, maybe?
Could possibly be right there. You see it right there, the 30 of Wagner. Oh, damn, he just got nailed. Just got straight up hit. Hit the inside wall as well. I'm not sure exactly who hit Wagner. See Haynes up top. 25.
He kind of came up. He came up the track though. He came up the track on him. The 30 did.
Even still, goodness.
I know, right? So, Ahmet, let's see use the if you're using my camera pack, use the roll bar cam, and let's see on board with James Wagner, please, for that whole incident.
Yeah.
No, put it on. She's trying to not do it to you while Jake is going to give you the warning. Here it comes, folks.
Yeah, here we go. Hide your kids, hide your wives, and hide your ex-wives here on a Sunday night. Oh, wow, there it is. Wow. Straight up carnage right there for Wagner. Look at this right here. You're just holding on right there. You're just holding on right there, baby. You ain't got nothing else to do except just let go of the wheel and you know, I mean, it's like Carrie Underwood said, you know, let Jesus take the wheel. That's about all you can do right there.
Is that
But
what she said?
yeah, that's exactly what she said. Yeah,
She did say that. Yes,
she did say
pretty
that.
sure she wasn't talking about this, but
Yes,
still.
no, she wasn't. No, she wasn't talking about this. But wow, I mean, just very violent flip right there. I mean, just wow. And he could be out of this thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. With that roll like that, probably so. I mean, again, no fast repair, so it's a tough one. I was just reading some of these comments in chat here. Invalid Token says, "Rock me, mama, like a Wagoner wheel." James Wagner. I like it. That's pretty awesome.
You gotta love some of the fans. I mean, seriously. Shout out to you guys. Seriously, the fans out there. I mean, y'all really. I mean, y'all give us something else to talk about when we're talking about the race, and then we got to look down and we got to watch ourselves because live chat. I mean, it's entertaining. And you know, Jim, it's always good to have the audience talk back to us. Or at least communicate with us.
I don't want anybody talking back to me. Oh no.
Well, I meant to say communicate. You know, with the communicate with us, obviously, because it's always a good time to interact with you, the fans, and everything else. And so wow. I mean, yeah, we actually got some beef out here in the live chat. Wow,
a little bit.
We got
bit there.
Jim, I may have to hit it. Good possibility. Here we go.
Yeah, well, you can ring it.
We got beef. Yeah, there's beef in that live chat. Yeah. I'm not even going to read some of it. Some of it we might get fired for. But, I mean,
I'm just going to leave that alone. There's apparently a little league-to-league tension going on out there right now.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, it's all right. That's what it's all about to a point, but we don't need to get stupid with it or anything. It's all in good fun still.
Nah, we got to keep it clean, keep it to a certain extent, keep it as clean as we can. So, but up at the front, how about Matichek? How about this right here? Matichek pitted on 60. Most of the field pitted on 67. Michael staying out. He pitted on 48.
Yeah, I'm curious what his strategy is, but you know, it's kind of hard to question the guy. I mean, he's really fast, past champion. You know, so I would say that whatever he's doing, he's got a thought process behind it. It isn't just some random thing for sure.
We'll see how it works out as Justin Michael up top. Gets to run with 31 to go. Coming back this time will be 30 laps to go. Edwards riding the high side tickler line. Tickled it a little bit too much. Bounced it off the wall. One of them right behind him as well. That was Elliott. He tickled the outside retaining wall as well. Smith sliding up. Everybody wanting to get a piece of that wall. Here comes Gill down on the inside. He's going to hook up with Glazer. And they're going to shoot down on the inside, try to make something happen.
Damn, man, Gill's taking it down there to the cellar, isn't he?
Yeah, down to the cellar where Grandpappy has the moonshine from Granny. Absolutely, Jim.
Oh,
He's getting sideways, too, as well.
Big twitch right there. He's all over the place, man. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, there he goes. I was just going to say, he's already gotten to the back of the 96 once, and he just got into him again.
And two innocent bystanders right there, Burns and Milford Jr. going around as well. And caution is out once again. Jim, if I had to take a wild guess, I'm just a wild guess, which I just saw it right there on the banner. Elliott is Max V, and obviously we know Gill is ASR, so.
Yep. Yeah, and I just, you know, to be honest with you, Krishan Elliott right there, the car that just got spun around, that's Nathan Elliott. I mean, that's Nathan Carroll's teammate.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, they're teammates. So I definitely am starting to sense something coming, and I'm just waiting to see who's gonna serve it. I think that might be the only two wildish guys in this race, though. And Carroll's out, so.
Yeah, what's the odds? What's the odds on Gil not finishing?
Oh, 90?
90. I'll put 5 on it.
Oh, you think he will finish?
No.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I'll take that. I'll take the odds of him not finishing. I mean, it's a guaranteed.
Oh, yeah.
It's a guaranteed payday out of it.
Yeah. Well, I would say that if there was odds on that, it wouldn't pay much. It'd be less than a 1-to-1. Because at this point, I don't see any way that he finishes this race.
That's why I sucked. Well, that's why I sucked at the casino. I guess that's why I don't go back. I guess so.
It's
but
just kind of like betting on a sure thing in a horse race, and if they win, it doesn't pay anything. That's why everybody goes for the long shots.
Speaking of long shots, yesterday.
Yes. How about that run, dude? Did you see that?
No, that right there was crazy. 25-1 on that horse. I'm not 100.
Did you see where he came from? He was dead ass last and ran by everybody. Looked like some Seabiscuit shit out there.
It really did. To be honest with you, I don't know. You're gonna love this, but I'm not 100% if there is a post-race inspection on horses, but they do
check them. Yeah, they do check them to make sure they're not on certain medication and stuff. But you can believe at that level, they definitely check them. Oh yeah.
After the race?
Oh yeah.
There's no way that horse passed.
Nah, dude. You got to understand. My dad used to horse race really before me, but I've always been interested in horse racing. There are horses that are built to run like that they just run. Seabiscuit was like that. They run in the back and they run slow, and then they just have this big burst to finish races, Some horses are speed horses. They try to get out front and stay out front, And that race just set up for that horse perfectly, man. I tell you what, when he kicked it in, but that jockey rode a beautiful race, man. The way he waited back there and kind of lanes opened up for him. He just, and then he just took it around the outside like an old race car. Took the high, wide, and handsome Harry Gant line around the outside and got it done, man. That was some. If you didn't like that, you just shouldn't even be watching horse racing, because that's about as good as it gets right there.
Yeah, I mean, matter of fact, Jim, crazy part about this, that was the first actual horse race that my son got to watch, and he's 9 months old, and he cried. Not because, the only part was the announcer was screaming louder than I do sometimes, and it scared the hell out of him, so he kind of got a little bit, he started freaking out a little bit. So, but other than that, he loved the horses. He loved watching all of it. Anyway, back at it. Speaking of races, get 26 to go here tonight for the MotorMouth Invitational. We still got the beef going on live chat, and I love it. Back at it. Here we go. Michael, Tripp, Floyd, Matichek, and now Smith able to barely squirt up ahead. With Marchese back there right behind him as well. Michael still holds on to it. Floyd right behind him. Tripp, Smith, Matichek. Now they're all going to flip-flop for the top 5. They work their way coming off of 4. Coming back this time. 25 to go. One spinning back in the back. And that was Bentley Glazer going around in a 36. Oh, me. Oh, me. What happened right here? What exactly happened? Wow. Look, Edwards got somebody sent them up the hill. I mean, wow. 88 going around as well. So much going on right there, Jim.
Yeah, again, I'm hot spotting tonight because of my internet being destroyed. Picture kind of froze on me, if I'm being honest. I didn't get to see what happened right there.
Well, we'll take another look at it. There's Logan Gill in the 29 parked right there going into one. So to the delight of the Max V crowd. Look at baby! Oh, Jim, now we got to hit it. I'm sure you got to be telling me you saw that right there.
Ring the hell out of it.
Payback for Elliott. Get back. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if that's enough. He stayed in it though. Wait a minute, maybe he did. Oh yeah, we got to ride on board with the. Well, I would imagine that race control is probably going to pull the 96 out of the race, but for that behavior, but it probably needed to be. Okay, we need to go back to the beginning of that and ride on board with the with the 96. This is good shit right here. Sorry, I can't help it.
See, well, Gil looked like he was already sideways, Jim. Gil actually looked like he was already sideways.
We got to see this from the beginning and from the onboard of the 96 here.
Yeah, I think Gil was already sideways. I think he might have got caught up in that accident.
On board, let's see from his perspective. Let's see what happens. Oh, not that one. There.
Yeah, see, Gil, he's already sideways. Look, he just turned. There he is.
He just, okay, so he didn't wreck him. He was already wrecked. And Elliott just decided to go add a little pain to his punishment there. Oh, that's dumb.
Can you blame him, though, really. Jim?
No, but that's not even really like he didn't wreck him and knock him out of the race. He wrecked himself. He was already out of the race. So.
Well, let me ask you this. Who got Gil?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. We'd have to see that part of the accident.
Else that Gil got.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we could go see that too.
Let's see real quick. I mean, they're wanting to go. I mean, is there any way we can kind of see exactly what happened to Gil? Why he went around real quick?
Chopper on Logan Gil, please.
I got to see this because I am curious. As to what happened and who got him. May not be able to make it. Here we go. Right. I'm just curious who got him. Well, he was already getting sideways.
Oh yeah, no,
it was himself. That
was a race. Yeah, that was that was more. That was okay. Well, yeah, I don't even know that the T-bone was intentional, but I think the stuff after the T-bone, that was intentional, just as a little extra, hey, how you doing,
I think your T-bone was intentional because he went from the bottom all the way to the top.
No.
It was,
maybe, but...
Yeah. One thing is for certain, though, it's going to be a good one to finish it off. Here tonight, obviously, 10th caution of the event, and coming up on 20 laps to go here for the MotorMouth Invitational, the ASR MVR League Showdown here on MotorMouth Broadcasting. And see how this turns out. Restart zone, back at it. Dakota Floyd up here with Tripp. They're going to mix it up as well. Rest of the field going through here. Don Francesco, the Don up here in the mix as well. Inside the top 10. We'll see how it works out. Tripp, Floyd, side by side. Smith, Haynes, and Compton, the top 5 off 2.
The boss man, the big boss man, Don himself, Nicholas Don, up in the top 10. Nicholas the Don, I like it. We've done handled him as a mafioso. It's great. Probably get shot for that.
Yeah, and the bad part is he probably wasn't even Italian. Out of all this, he probably ain't got any Italian in him.
I'm pretty sure that
the wall right here in front of him looked like it might have been Heath Smith in the 1. He's able to straighten it out, but everybody had to take evasive action. A couple of them dropping to the bottom. Greg Moll, one of them that went down there with also the 199 of Rob Haynes. But able to straighten it back out. Sorry to cut you off right there, Jim, but I mean, that right there almost ended up being a hell of a wreck right there when Heath Smith hits the wall.
That was a hell of a save. That was a pretty good shot off the wall there. Oh, we got one loose. That's a 199. I don't know if he got touched from behind or.
Well, I mean, we already saw.
Michael.
well, we already saw Rob Haynes a while ago with some of the issues that he had getting sideways. Remember the earlier crash when Haynes got sideways to 3 and 4, got a little bit loose, and it about made it all crazy. And Michael was trying to make it up there on the outside, and Rob Haynes, obviously with the beer store on the side of that truck, he ain't helping his case on the driving a little bit. But anyway, he's trying to hold on for all it's worth. We're inside the top 10, but now he's going to drop to the 11th spot. After, obviously, Matichek's going to slide right by him and take that 10th spot. Keith Trick still with the lead. Hill is 3 wide and going through the grass back in the back.
Yeah, and, oh, man, they're all over the place in the front, too, up there. They were 3 wide going into turn 1.
See,
Tell you
Jim,
what, man, I've seen more three wide going into these turns at Charlotte tonight than I may have ever seen in a race. You know, you don't typically see 3 wide going into the turns at Charlotte too often. It usually doesn't end well if you do.
no, I mean, it doesn't, Jim, especially going through 3 and 4. I mean, 1 and 2, it is a little bit wider than 3 and 4, especially going into 1, it is a little bit wider. But 3, I mean, people say, oh, well, it ain't that, it's about the same. It damn sure doesn't feel like it when you go through there. It does seem like it's a little bit narrower than 3 and 4. At least it seems like it.
Coming off 4 is way different than coming off 2.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
way
God.
different. Whoa, they're wrecking hard.
Milford Jr.
Oh,
goes
we got one on the side.
there. Albright in the 25. He's got a barrel rolling in turn 1 and 2. Caution out once again, 11th one of the evening. Albright on his lead. Watch it again. Milford Jr.
Oh,
Watch this. Milford right there as well. And Albright, he's going to get all the Coors Light he can handle early on because he may be done for. He's going to barrel roll it in turn 1 and 2.
We gotta go roll bar on that one too, man.
Oh, wow.
That was a cool angle from Milfeld, though, staring right into that truck on its side like that.
Yeah. And the bad part is we're going to have another instance for the fine folks at home. Obviously,
yeah, well, this is Milfeld here, so this is going to be this will be the other one. I can't wait to ride in the truck that got on its roof. Yeah.
Yeah. There's still a hell of a ride right here from Milford.
Oh yeah, no, this is cool too. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now I'm ready to ride in the other one.
Yeah,
Albright. Jackson Albright.
Yeah, 25 Jackson Albright, and obviously, the old saying I always say, on a Sunday night, if you do roll like this, hide your wives, hide your kids, and have your ex-wives. But wow, I mean, we saw the chaos right there. Obviously, that happened, Jim. I mean, it just one little slip can mean the difference from you being on your tires and on your lid. Here we go. We got a lot of them coming in right here, Jim. Obviously, with 15 laps to go, when they hit the line right here, this is
the money stop.
Yep. I mean, this is the big one right here, Jim. This is obviously going to be
out there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some of them did, but I will say this. I mean, like I said, Jim, it is the money stop exactly right here for most of these guys. But Maul, Marchese, Spain, Edwards, they're going to stay out on the racetrack. They're going to take the chances. But here's the trick: they stayed out. They made their bed. Now they're going to have to lay in it. They're going to have to either reap the rewards or suffer the consequences.
Yeah, this is. I'm not sure. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd have stayed out or not here. We always talk strategy, you and I. Man, I think I'd have pitted there. If I got tires, I'd have pitted. I mean, maybe not if I'm. Greg Ball's been running up front all night pretty well. I don't know. So I would say I probably would have pitted if I was Ball. But like Gordon Spain, he's finally worked his way back around to being on the lead lap after being a couple laps down early in the race. Yeah, why not take a gamble? Stay out here. Maybe you get yourself a win, or you get into the money. Kind of pull one out your ass, so to speak. No, seriously though. I mean, he was 2 laps down earlier in the race. I mean, he's worked his way back. At this point, take a little gamble. Maybe you hit and you get a podium finish and get some money out of it or something. Have some pull a finish out. But I don't know if I was Greg Ball if I'd have stayed out there, because I got to believe that 14 lap newer tires is probably gonna serve these guys like Keaton Tripp and Brad Compton and Justin Michael and all those guys back there, Dakota Floyd. I think it's going to serve them well to have those tires.
I think so too, Jim. I mean, that's going to be the big, I mean, the tires is going to be the big factor right here that's going to help these guys out to be able to maximize their opportunity to try to get the win right here. So it's going to be Mar Chase. It's going to be Gordon Spain and John Edwards. That's row 2. And right behind them, Keaton Tripp, Brad Compton. They are on freshies. Obviously, they are on freshies, pitted on lap 86. So they will make up that 3rd row. 4th row, we'll find Dakota Floyd and Heath Smith. Keaton Tripp actually not on freshies.
Oh, you're right.
He's on semi-freshies. He took 2 tires. So watch out for Keaton right here on 2 tires.
Is that 2 or is that 2 tires or is that just fuel only?
Either way, he's screwed with everybody else taking 4 tires. But good luck to Keaton
I wouldn't
Tripp,
say that.
honestly.
I wouldn't say that with him, man. I wouldn't rule that guy out. I'm telling you, that kid's fast, man.
Well, this is going to be a hell of a shootout, to say the least. 12 laps to go. We already got him trying to shoot it through the grass. Floyd way down on the bottom side.
Floyd's loose.
Third tracking it like Kyle Busch at Daytona, and Son able to hold on to it on the apron. Up at the front, we got him slipping. Compton bottom. God almighty, what a save.
Oh my God, that's 2 saves right there. But unfortunate part for both of those guys is, oh my God, they're wrecking out there. I see guys off track coming down it. Yeah, they're wrecking.
Michael.
I was going to say, though, that was kind of unfortunate for some of those guys that were, Dakota Floyd and also the 6 truck saving it like that, because a caution didn't come out then, but then it came out right after for this. But, that's Justin Michael in there. That's one of the guys that could have won this race, too. I don't know if he's tore up or not.
And once again, Rob Haynes with a beer store on the side of it. Snapping loose once again, Jim. That's, I believe, the 2nd or 3rd time I think we've seen him off of turn 4, just snapping loose in the 199, and
I would argue that that's one of the corners, arguably one of the most famous corners in all of NASCAR for getting loose coming off of. I mean, everybody gets loose off 4.
One comment right here in the live chat. I love this right here. Is it toxic that I hope we do this again? I don't care, but I want us to do this again. This has been a blast here tonight.
It has been. It has been fun.
In the MotorMouth Invitational. This is absolutely a blast.
Oh,
wow.
This is
beautiful. Beautiful stuff. I mean, there's so many strategies, so much beef, so much chaos. And we got it all live for you right here on MotorMouth Broadcast. And Red Nugget Astro, Jake Reeves, Jim Cunningham.
There's battles out there in the Discord. I mean, there's battles out there. They're in the chat talking about putting big money on something and doing a one-on-one or something. I don't even know. Oh, my gosh.
You got to love this. You got to love it. You got to love it. You really do. Oh, no. We got a spinner. Smith getting turned? Got turned by the 36 of Glazer? Wow. I mean, Jim, I mean,
he's warming his tires up there. Let's try to keep the camera on him, see what happened there.
I don't. Boy, I mean, does it seem like the egos are kind of just getting a little bit crazy here?
Sure. I mean, I think to some degree we kind of knew this was coming.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I don't know that he did that on purpose. I think he gassed it up and it spun on him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Now he's acting silly. I don't know.
Well, the first time he did it, I thought somebody got him. I thought it was out of the 46 of Truckee or the 36 of Glazer ended up getting him, but neither one of them touched him. I thought they did the first time, but they didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. That was interesting. So he just lost a lot of track position over that, I guess, huh?
A lot. A lot of track position, obviously. But no, actually, I think they're going to let him have his spot back, which is kind of crazy because he's going to start back in the 7th spot, which is pretty crazy. But we'll set it up for you right here on this restart with 9 laps to go here at America's Home for Racing, Charlotte Motor Speedway. Greg Mall in the 7. Be rolling off from the first spot. He'll be on the inside. Outside will be Frank Marchese. 22 on time and scoring, showing the 19. Dodge Ram on his outside. Keaton Tripp and John Edwards making up that second row. Obviously, Gordon Spain and Nicholas Don Francesco, the Don, up here in top 6. Maybe get him a damn win out of this is a good possibility. Heath Smith, Joshua Matichek, Jason Truckee, Dakota Floyd. That is the top 10 as they run. And with only 16 drivers on the lead lap, James Burns, Brad Compton, Bentley Glazer, James Wagner, Justin Michael, and Rob Haynes, 16 drivers so far on the lead lap. And nobody one lap down to where they might get lucky, get a lucky dog, and get back on the lead lap. Next one back, Tommy Cook, 4 laps down, 17th. 9 laps to go, rather. It is 8 laps to go. They throwing me for a damn curveball. MotorMouth Invitational. Are you not entertained? Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ball. Tripp now up here into the 2nd spot. He gets around Marchese. They worked their way off a turn at number 2 and down into turn number 3. Maul, Tripp. They're going to battle.
We got to change for the lead up front. Keaton Tripp driving it around the outside on Greg Mall there.
Oh, no, hell of a wreck behind him. Truckee up in the air. Lands back on all 4s.
I see Dakota Floyd's in there. Trocky's in there. Matichek in there, I believe.
It's
not the 1. That's the 11. We know that's the 11, John Edwards.
Yeah, looked like Smith and Edwards kind of mixed it up right there. Maybe everybody kind of stacked it up behind them. Smith gets Edwards, knocks him sideways. Everybody stacks up behind them.
See that one more time. After that,
it was game over. Oh, no! Damn! Maybe Compton is good friends with
Compton and he's Smith.
Yes. Yeah. Compton may be good friends with Edwards. Not too happy about Smith taking him out. And once again, we got beef. We got enough of beef out here tonight to get him to sell the damn Longhorn. You know that,
baby. This is like the San Antonio stockyards, baby. We got so much beef out here tonight.
You ain't kidding. My gosh.
Oh, now they're hesitating to get on pit road to get there.
They're scared to death to get near one another.
Well, as long as when it's all said and done, everybody had a good time. It's all good.
Absolutely.
You know, and I mean, what it seems like we need to do is potentially do a figure 8 race with the damage turned off. That's what we need to do. We need to do a figure 8 race with the damage turned off. They can just absolutely blast each other for like 60 laps.
Yeah. And do it in the straight stocks. Those cars are pretty tough.
Yeah. Demolition Derby, Circle 8, figure 8, yes. Oh, my God.
Oh, wow. You got to love it. You got to love it. Yeah, well,
really. The only thing is, you know, I don't really Yimmy T says we need to skip the drivers and interview chat.
Well, I mean,
no.
Yeah, but they all got to get discords, and then but then they all got to get discords. It's going to take forever to get all that lined up because some may not know how to do a discord, some may not. Then you got to run through everybody making a damn account, and then they got to get approved and all that. We don't have that kind of time, so there's no way. If we could, I'm all for it. Jim's not, but I'm all for it.
Oh my God!
It might be the last race we do on here, but
I don't want to end the broadcast channel like that. You know, that would be horrible.
Oh boy! I mean, it's going to be entertaining regardless who we interview out of this race. I've got a good feeling because everybody in this race has had their bumps and had their bruises. One way or another with somebody, and somebody's going to end up saying something probably.
This is like wrestling. It's great. It's turning out to be like wrestling.
Well, I mean, hell, when you got one league versus another league, I mean, you know, it's 15 on 15. It's like a damn battle royal at Charlotte. I mean, that's what you got to get. So, that's what I did.
Let's see here. I'm sharing the link for the interviews in with the Discord now.
Okay.
So
we'll get that lined up for you, and we'll obviously be able to interview our drivers.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go from maybe the top 5. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
If it gets out of hand, we may back it down a little bit.
We'll see how that works out. Before we get there, we got to settle it here tonight.
This is it, baby. 4 laps to go right here. Oh, they're wrecking already, right off the bat.
Sideways back in the grass. Haynes back there sideways as well. No caution yet on the speedway. Keaton Trent going to shoot out ahead. Spain going to go to second now. Gordon Spain, haven't talked about him tonight. And Greg Maul up here in this mix as well with Mark Chase and Glazer in the 36 up here as well. But Keaton Trent sailing on out of here, son.
Keaton Tripp gone. I'd be shocked if anybody can catch him. It's good to see Greg Maul up there, though. That's good fun to see that. Gordon Spain. I tell you, we don't have a lot of the guys right now from American Sim Racer up here. Most of the top guys up here right now are the Max V guys. That's is that Spain down on the bottom? Yeah, that's Spain and Bentley Glazer side by side there. Gordon Spain, kind of known to be a super speedway guy. So to see him performing this well at Charlotte is really cool to see. He's definitely a super speedway specialist. Here comes that one of P. Smith again. He's still alive out there.
Still alive and still trying to make it happen. With 2 to go. Tripp trying to get on out of here.
Here we go, baby. This one's going to end.
His spot. He's going to have to try to run him down. We're not calling it overtimes here tonight. Final lap, bell lap here at Charlotte MotorMouth Invitational. Keaton Tripp, 25 spots up from where he started dead friggin' last and all the way up at the front. Keaton Tripp, Maul behind him. Mark Chase takes one last shot at Maul to go to second, but Keaton Tripp, 419, gets the win here tonight at Charlotte. What a finish, what a race. Maul gets second, Mark Chase will get third, Glazer and Gordon Spain rounding out the top 5. And we're going to keep the cameras around because we may end up having some dumping when this thing was all said and done with some of the stuff we've been seeing there tonight.
Yes, indeed, we might. I mean, I'm not encouraging that, though. I mean, I hope that in the end it was all just good fun and everybody had a good time with it, and that's that, you know. And there's a little bit there, but that could have been just playful, that too. That didn't look too angry like some of the stuff we've seen. All right, let me go make sure that the other guys have that the American Sim Racer guys have that link as well to get into Discord.
While all that is being done, Keaton Tripp gonna burn it down on the front stretch here tonight. And what a finish it was. And there you see your race results for the MotorMouth Invitational. Showdown. Obviously here at Charlotte, 100 laps, 145.6, and make it 146 miles if you want to round it on up. With 13 green flag lead changes between 8 different drivers. How about this? The green flag lead changes matched the cautions. That is crazy. I did not even see that right there coming. 13 green flag lead changes with 13 cautions for 36 total laps as far as the cautions goes. The hard charger obviously will go to the 419 of Keaton Tripp. Keaton Tripp also leading the most laps of 31. Frank Marchese will get the fastest lap with a 29.352, blazing speed with 110% of horsepower jacked on these trucks. And the pole sitter was Justin Michael. When it's all said and done, though, 419 of KT Keaton Tripp ends up getting the win here tonight with Greg Mall coming home in second, Frank Marchese, or Chase, however you want to look at it. We'll get it right. We'll be asking him about it in the broadcast booth here in a little bit.
I'm trying to get this link going here. We're struggling again with me not having internet. It's causing fits here. Let's try this.
Well, while all that goes on, obviously Frank getting the third spot with Bentley Glazer coming home in fourth. Gordon Spain will come home fifth. Dakota Floyd will get sixth. Brad Compton gets seventh. James Wagner is going to get eighth. Heath Smith will finish in the ninth spot after having the battle back that he had. And James Burns will round out the top 10. 11th will go to Joshua Matichek. Justin Michael, the pole sitter, will finish in the 12th spot with John Edwards in 13th. Rob Haynes gets 14th. Edwards was the last one to finish on the lead lap. Haynes in the 199 will finish 14th. Tommy Cook will finish in the 15th spot. Jason Truckee will get 16th. What happened to the Don? Damn, Nicholas Don Francesco will get 17th here tonight. Jackson Albright had his ride earlier. He'll finish 18th with Michael Melfitt Jr. ends up finishing 19th. And Christopher Howell will get 20th. Logan Gill, his luck ran out. Unfortunately for him, he will finish 21st. Actually, it's Christopher Howell will get 21st on our screen. Krayshawn Elliott will get 22nd. Nathan Carroll, 23rd. Chasen McCook will finish in 24th. With Brandon Biggs, Captain Kirk, William Kirk, Jamal Love, and Kerry Cleaver, the 28 drivers here tonight with the MotorMouth Invitational with ASR versus MVR. When it's all said and done, Keaton Tripp ends up getting the win here tonight. We'll be talking to those guys here in just a little bit. Jim, are we getting the guys in here?
Well, we got one. I'm not sure who it is. It says Jack of Hearts. Who do you think that might be? This could be a random. Who knows? We might just have a random in here. It could be entertaining. Let's see. Let's pull them in and find out who we got, Jake.
I'll see if I can. There we go. We got one in here. It's the Jack of Hearts.
His mic's muted, though.
Jack. Never thought I'd
Jack
ask
of
this,
Hearts.
but who are you? I don't know what to say on that one. I really don't. But
he's here, but he's
muted.
Jack, there he goes.
Jack, which one are you?
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't even freaking rename myself in here. It's Greg Mall, P2.
Oh, okay, that'll work. That'll work. We'll get Greg in here. Greg, buddy, you come on with a P2 here tonight and started 14th. Damn, there was a lot of stuff went on behind y'all. But anyway, Greg, buddy, congratulations on the P2. You're taking the race here tonight, sir. Congratulations.
Yeah, it was definitely an up and down night, all things considered. Man, I'm sure you guys had no lack of stuff to talk about tonight, but there was no shortage of stuff to dodge down the racetrack as well. So it was. It was pretty eventful, but
I think we all knew it was going to kind of end up like this.
Yeah, it definitely was. But
I
mean, the pit strategy. Yeah,
good to see you have a good run here, man. What's the deal with the paint scheme there? Is that some shades of what's coming for the chase, or is this just something you did for this race?
That's I'll leave it at that. That it's a preview for what to expect come chase time on Max V, but yeah, that's
right.
that's an old Brad K throwback, and yeah. that chase race that he ran, that truck from 2014, back in the chase era, that reminded me a lot of what happened tonight. So to end up in second, I'm all for it. So
you had a good run, man.
Greg, real quick, one final question. Some of the stuff that we saw tonight, obviously, it was very entertaining. Obviously, for us, like you said, we didn't, we was able to talk about a whole lot of stuff. But Greg, all that's been going on, obviously, with ASR and MVR, do you feel like that there's still going to be some beef out of this? Because we saw out there in the live chat so much tension and everything else. Was you expecting all this when everything kind of come into play?
I mean, from the outset, I wasn't expecting any of this whatsoever. I was expecting it to be a typical Thursday night truck race for us anyways. But I mean, the blocking that was going on and all that kind of stuff, I did not have that on my bingo card whatsoever. And so whatever beef that's out there on the keyboard, cowboys out there, I'm leaving it to them, because I think our result for tonight definitely it's enough to show for that. So
that's a new one. Keyboard Cowboys. I've never heard that one, Jim. That's beautiful. You can't write this, folks. You really can't write this kind of stuff. Greg Mall, baby, you come home with the P2 here tonight. Congratulations on the run. Appreciate your time. If you got any sponsors, any shout outs that you want to thank.
Well, I want to thank all the goats down in Max Velocity. Tonight we definitely had a good time. Just shooting the breeze, logging laps on a classic like Charlotte. I mean, it was definitely a good night to have everybody in there. All the friends and family that are back home watching on Twitch and all their support. It was an interesting night, all things considered, and happy to get home in second. And all the guys down at Bane Motorsports in Max Velocity. Kerry was doing some stuff in race control tonight, so appreciate all them. And Patton and Paint's making an awesome number 7 that we're looking forward to bring home another chip in Max Velocity come chase time, starting in a couple weeks. So,
all right, buddy.
The Jack of Hearts coming on with a P2 here tonight. Greg, buddy, congratulations on the road. Appreciate your time, and good luck in your chase when it comes around, buddy. Good luck to it.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it, guys.
That was great.
Is the Jack of Hearts the one-eyed Jack or no?
Yeah, is it?
I don't know.
I can see it on both eyes.
Greg.
You can see both eyes on the Jack of Hearts? Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. So let me get my cards out. I'll look at it. But anyway. That was great. Buddy. Obviously, good. Pleasure interviewing him up 12 spots from where he started here tonight. We'll go to the third place finisher. Frank, look, I'm just going to ask you, because I think I butchered it. I butchered it
Marchese.
Marchese. See, he knew I butchered it. He knew I was butchering his name the whole damn night. He's probably watching it on the broadcast.
He's used to it. I'm sure he's used to it.
Everybody does. Yep. Exactly. Yep. Everybody does.
Well, Frank Marchese, right?
Yes.
Marchese.
Okay, Frank Marchese.
That's an easy one, actually. Yeah.
I remember it now. He comes home with third here tonight. Oddly enough, we're seeing fastest lap of the race, 29.352. Frank, congratulations on the P3. Tell us about your race, but more importantly, something that I was going to ask Greg about, this 110% horsepower. The bumping up of the horsepower. How much different was it driving these trucks here at Charlotte?
It definitely did make it a lot looser, especially earlier in the run. Back end was starting to slip out a little bit, and then on that one long run that we did have, you could start to feel it start to go a little bit more than it normally does. But good truck tonight. Highest finisher for ASR, highest Dodge finisher as well. So that's also a positive. It was a lot of fun. Really, really aggressive tonight. I think both sides, but a good fun race nonetheless.
It was indeed a good fun race, and I'm glad that I hope that everybody walked away with that, kind of like it was, I don't want to say it was a demolition derby. It wasn't quite like that, but it was definitely some aggressive driving out there, and a couple of paybacks here and there, but it was all good, good fun, and congratulations on being the High American Sim Racer finisher tonight, and like you said, and the High Dodge Ram. So, good night for you, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. Got in for a fun night of racing, and boy, sure as hell got that, didn't I?
Yeah, man, you get to watch the broadcast too, with its own level of craziness. So there's that.
Yeah, I'm sure. I had it up on the second monitor. I could kind of see what was going on, but.
Oh,
I'm
man.
sure,
well, hey, yeah, go ahead.
No, Jim, go ahead, by all means.
No, I was just going to say, congratulations on that run tonight, and just ask you if you had anybody you wanted to thank or shout out to while we had you in here.
First of all, thank you to American Sim Racer. I was there race control last year. Started the race in the car, stepped out to do race control, and I'll be back in for this season upcoming. Thank you to all of their sponsors, of whom I honestly don't remember at this present moment. And thank you to you guys for putting this on, not only putting it on, but putting it together as well. And thank you to Maximum Velocity Racing for certainly giving us a hell of a run here tonight. It was a lot of fun. Got to see an old friend in Bentley Glazer too. Used to broadcast league racing for SRM way back in the day, and called a couple leagues that he was in. So it was nice to catch up with him tonight. And from what I just heard with Greg, you guys are going to be starting up a season soon. So best of luck to you guys in your in the upcoming season.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Obviously, Frank Marchese. I'm going to write that one down. We're going to get it in the book, and we're going to make sure that we get it right for you. But Frank, buddy, congratulations on the run. Appreciate your time, and best of luck to you in your upcoming seasons, bud.
Thank you very much. I think it was in my contract to run this race. Every time you guys said it wrong, I got an extra $20. So I'll do my billing. Am I billing you? Am I billing? Jim?
No, I would talk to Jason about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Trocky's holding all the money. So anything that you're owed, I would just hit Jason up for it for sure.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Frank. That was Frank Marchese. Ends up coming home with the P3 here tonight. Well, we got second. We got third. I ain't seen Keaton trip. I guess, what did he do? I mean, what do you mean? I mean, what happened? Just pull it down, Mike Trump comes out here, wins the race, and just says, screw it.
Nah, he likes to talk. I'm surprised he didn't show up, but there could have been a little confusion with the discords and such. This being we're doing this a little different, we're not in the regular league Discord like we normally are, and that probably caused some confusion or whatever. But because we're obviously having to feed two different leagues here with this, so. But either way, it was good fun, and Keaton run a good solid race for the 419 Motorsports guys. And I know that he would thank the 419 Motorsports, the NASCAR Survivor Series, or NASCARSurvivor.com. That's his big sponsor. So I'll go ahead and do that for him. And good to see. I'll say this, since we don't have him in interviews. It was good to see Bentley Glazer get a fourth place finish tonight, and really good to see Gordon Spain get that top 5 tonight. A lot of talk's been put on him this year about being a super speedway only kind of guy. He made his way into the chase and had a good showing here tonight. So I'd be curious to see how he's going to fare in the upcoming chase, making it in, and see if he can put some good finishes together. So that's my final thoughts, though, are just. This was big fun, and I would love to do some more of this kind of stuff. I mean, we knew there was going to be some aggressive driving. It's always aggressive when it's not a championship on the line or anything. It's kind of like the old all-star races from back in the day. That was big fun, the Bud shootouts and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Jim, my final take on this as well. I mean, when you get two race leagues together, literally two completely different race leagues, and bring them both in for an invitational for like this right here, something's gonna happen. I mean, it always does. It doesn't matter who the race league is. It does not matter. You get two completely different leagues, they're gonna want to show up and show out. That's exactly what they want to do. And I mean, and it was what it was tonight. Some had egos, some didn't. Some was able to survive, and it worked out. Some didn't. But in the end, I mean, Keaton Tripp going 25 spots up from where he started, ends up getting the win. You talked about Maul, you talked about Marquee, about Gordon Spain, as you mentioned, and Glazer as well. Good to see those drivers finish it up here on the podium. And in closing, I will say this.
Oh, you know what? Hold up. Well, go ahead, but let's don't close. I need to do one other thing that I have got to do.
Ahead.
You just keep talking, just entertain them, and I'm going to pull up a random number generator. We got a couple of prizes that I need to give away here.
Yeah, we need to do that. I forgot all about that one as well, Jim. But I want to say this. I will about guarantee you right now that this ain't over. And I hope to God we do another one. I hope to God we bring it. I hope to God we got ASR and MVR. I hope we bring them both back and have a second one, to be honest with you.
I do too.
I guarantee you right now, there is words being exchanged over the virtual interweb right now between drivers from different leagues back and forth to the other league right now about what happened here tonight. And they're calling them out saying, next time I see you on the track, you're mine, or this or that or this or that. So it ain't over with, Jim, not by a long shot with these old boys right here.
So,
go ahead, Jim.
So here we go. All right. So first of all, we're giving away two things tonight. We're giving away a year's subscription to Digital Race Engineer. It's a year subscription to the paid version. So you're going to get all the wonderful benefits that Digital Race Engineer provides, which is so many I can't even begin to list. But we have a link down in the description, or certainly on plenty of our other videos we do, to check them out. And go learn. They're way better than Crew Chief, and this paid version has all kinds of fancy features in it. So take some time and go check out Digital Race Engineer. Give them a shot. They, like I said, the free version is even way better than Crew Chief. So we're going to give that away first right here. I've got every driver's number in here, and I'm going to click the random number generator. You guys are just going to have to trust me, but I'm an honest sort of bloke, so it's okay. So for the Digital Race Engineer subscription, the winner is Joshua Matacek. So he finished 11th, and it was the 11 that came up, which is I was doing it by finishing order because I have them numbered that way. So Joshua Matacek wins the Digital Race Engineer subscription. He can get in touch with me, or I'll get in touch with him this week during the race, and send him a message and give him all that information. Now, our second prize is from YouTuber Justin Yee, channel known as DJ Yee. He is a sim racing coach and does helpful videos and all kinds of other cool videos too. We're going to give away a one-on-one lesson with him. And let me generate that number now. And it is number 13, which was John Edwards. John Edwards is the winner of the free one-on-one hour-long lesson with Justin Yee. So, get in touch with me, John, and I will, in the next few days, and I will get the info over to you after I get it over to Justin as well. And congratulations to both you guys, Joshua Matacek with the Digital Race Engineer subscription, and John Edwards with the DJ Yee one-on-one 1 hour long lesson. All right, now you can say goodnight, Jake.
Well, folks, what a race it was here tonight. Like I said, I mean, I love the beef. I love the chaos. I love everything about this. I love this track. I love this channel. I love everything that we got going on here. and what Jim's got going on here. So love it. And I mean, love the beef, and got to give props to Keaton Tripp. I mean, up 25 spots. He gets the win here tonight. $100 richer. He's going to be happy about that one. Put that in the bank for some beer money for OKT Keaton Tripp in the 419. But folks, that is going to do it for this broadcast here on MotorMouth Broadcasting. Got to thank all the great sponsors. Obviously, Digital Race Engineer for what they do. Obviously, Justin Yee over there, going to be giving John Edwards, the driving deal and everything else. So, appreciate Justin for what he does. Obviously, for MotorMouth Broadcasting and the Roasted Record. Thank you very much to what they do as well. Get you a coffee, listen to you some good music as well. So go check out those sponsors and all the other sponsors that we have that's been circulating throughout the broadcast. So thank you very much to each and every one of them. If you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe to MotorMouth Broadcast and keep up with everything that is going on. Shout out to the drivers, each and every one of y'all. Y'all come out for this invitational. Y'all did a hell of a job, regardless of where you finished, regardless of what you did. It was an absolute blast. You fans, God, I love y'all. I really do. I love you guys. Seriously, y'all are awesome with some of the comments y'all have coming out big old numbers. And I mean, just appreciate everybody that put this on, this MotorMouth Invitational Gym, and all the admins over with ASR and MVR, allowing the drivers to come in here, picking their drivers, getting them in here, and allowing us to broadcast it, and allowing us to be ourselves, entertain you, the fans, see one of the best races I think we are probably going to see all week long. For our great producer, the lovely Miss Oman Ohm, and for the boss man of MotorMouth Broadcasting, Mr. Big Jim Cunningham, I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves, saying, as I always say, be safe, be kind, be fast. Keaton Tripp survives the MotorMouth Invitational here tonight in Charlotte. When's the second one going to happen? I cannot wait. I'm going to be awaiting to hear some news on it. Until then, bye for now, and God bless y'all.